Hello again, welcome back to another handy dandy video. This particular client's lived in this house probably about 20 some years now. The original owners, and they had some rotted siding, which is cedar siding, which is rare that it goes bad, but it was left unpainted for a while, and they decided that they wanted hardy plank. And like some of our clients these days, a lot of people are on budget, so we're actually going to do this house in stages. The house was never flashed properly, it was never caulked properly, and that's why the cedar rotted out in places. And one of the reasons that people call us is that Handy Andy does everything. I'm one of the owners, I'm the founding partner of Handy Andy, and I'm actually on this job, working on this job, so I just don't have a great voice. I actually get out here and do the work. See a couple of our boys right there. One of those guys has been with me 13 years. He's basically my brother, and the other fellow's been here about 9. I mean, a lot of contractors pick people off the streets and just throw them on your jobs. We don't do that. What you're going to see them do here, this is pre-primed hardy plank, concrete aggregate siding with a grain finish. We've seen some material costs go up lately. The windows are staying, we're not changing those out. We're going back in with foam insulator board and a full Tyvek house wrap, which will help. One of the problems people have with hardy plank is that because it's concrete, condensation will form on the inside, the back edge of that siding when it's installed. So you need to have a wicked house wrap in there. It'll actually help catch that moisture and bring it out to the bottom edge of the siding. Otherwise, you're rotting out your framing. And we've seen that on houses. We've seen houses where we had to go back and do some repair work, and there's all black mold in that wall because they didn't install house wrap properly. The other problem is you get houses where they don't flash those windows properly. You see these windows here were never flashed. There's no flashing at all. And somewhere around here, the boys have some metal flashing they'll be installing there. But we'll do this one in stages. And so what happens is, you know, people can get a discount if they can afford to have us come out here and do the whole thing in one shot. We'd prefer to do that and get paid at the end of the job. These folks are going to go ahead and do it in stages. So we'll start on this side, get this side done. They'll pay out on that. We'll come back and do the next side when they're ready for it. It'll work just fine. They're going to go with 2 coats of elastomeric paint on this thing. And when we do that, we actually guarantee that paint job for the life of ownership. If there's ever any issues with the paint, we'll come back. We eat the labor charge, you just pay the cost of the paint. And it's pretty good about that. We use premium paint. I mean, stuff we're using is $45, $50 a gallon. It's not cheap stuff. Most people get out here on hardy plank and they'll spray it with a latex paint. And because it's concrete, it gets pretty hot. That outside face might get 120, 140 degrees in the summertime. And the latex paint that's on there will literally bake right off it. And that's why sometimes you'll go to see a house, a brand new house, maybe a couple years old, you wipe your hand on it and the paint color comes off on your hand. That means that that paint film is done, it's finished. So they're just getting going on this one. You'll see this one again in stages. But for this client we're doing, and this is a typical client. Other contractors came out here, told us she had to replace all her gutters. She just needs to clean them and rehang that gutter in the rear. So instead of spending a couple $1,000, she spent a couple $100 and she's happy. Very typical client, but you can give us a call, 770-912-2829. I'm Andy with Handy Andy. We do everything: roof repairs, siding, windows, doors, trim, handyman work. We'll come out and work on your house. That's one of our service vans right there. It's all lock stock full of all kinds of little goodies to fix around your house. Give us a call. Happy to help you any way we can. Always a free estimate. Take care. Bye-bye now.